We are live here with the East Coast Beast, Red Hot Dragon. Thank you so much for joining us on the Black
Uh,
Motivation Podcast.
all right. Thank you so much for having me on your platform. I appreciate it.
For sure, for sure. So, you don't need much of an introduction, Eddie Mean. You speak for yourself when you come in the room. So, let's hop straight into this interview, shall we?
Yeah.
Awesome. So, how did you get started with hip hop, and how did that pave the way for where you are in your career today?
I just started writing rhymes when I was like 8 years old, and I
Mhm.
never really stopped writing. You know what I mean? Like once
Mhm.
I picked up the pen, like I knew instantly that I was good at it. S- So I just never stopped. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And now I got my own record labels called Hood Environment, and we just
Mhm.
been putting out music after music for the past 5, 6 years. We've been going in.
Yes, you have. Working with some awesome artists,
Yes.
putting out a new album.
Yep.
What do you think has been the keys to some of your success and your longevity in your career?
The key to my success is self motivation. Like you know
Mhm.
what I mean. I'm pretty much self inspired, so it don't really take much for me to start writing or for me to start looking through beats
Yeah,
and start like get my creative juices to start working
right.
like that word. You know what I'm saying? You know. Like I'm easily inspired by, like to continue keep doing what I'm doing.
Hmm. True. When you've been in the game as long as you have, writing since 8, I'm sure the inspiration just flows. You
Yeah,
the writing just flows. And so, speaking of longevity and success, let's talk about what's going on right now.
yeah.
You recently put out a new album, hashtag Be a Four. So first I want to say congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And it's definitely out right now,
Yes.
and I'm just enjoying that a lot of people is enjoying it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
For real.
So what can people expect from the album? I want to talk about a couple of my favorite tracks from the album, but what can people expect who haven't heard it yet?
People can expect uh a difference from BOF 1, 2, and 3. You know what I'm saying? This one I was really thinking about music, versus just bars and I'm saying, going in and trying to prove that I'm the nicest or I'm the hardest rapper or I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, this one I really just wanted people to enjoy the project,
Yeah.
like from top to bottom. So I
Right.
was really trying to put some good music on there,
Yeah. I totally feel you. Some of my favorite songs, and then going down the list, right, of the discography of the album, I was just like, yes, I feel every beat, right? Whether it's a party beat,
Appreciate
a
it.
club beat, every beat, I was like, yes, I can jam to this all day. Okay,
Appreciate it.
for
Yeah,
sure. And some of
yeah.
my favorite
Now,
tracks, right? Go ahead.
yeah, like on the album, like we got like a whole lot of up and coming producers and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that too. So those producers that you heard on there is already hungry. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? So it's like, what I mean? So we just work good together, like because everybody's hungry, everybody's striving.
Right.
And so
So
those
talk
are
about
all
some of those
coming.
collaborations.
Hmm. Yeah. And I don't really want to call them features. I really just want to call them my homies. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? The first single was with me and Freeway and
Mm-hmm.
all that called They Already Mad. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and then and then and I got my homie J.O. Felony on there. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And then I got my homie Z on
Yep.
there on the Take Flight joint. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But he also works for the actual record label for Hood Environment. You know
Nice.
what I'm saying? So he actually works for my company and stuff like that too.
Mm-hmm.
But he raps at the same time. So that's who he is and all that. So let me know. That's all I got on that album right there.
Sure. And so some of my favorite tracks on the album were Go Mode, Big Deal, which Go Mode you recently made the video for on Instagram.
Yes.
It was super fun. Big Deal and Law of Attraction, right? So
Thank you
talk a
so
little bit about the inspiration when you wrote some of these tracks.
Yeah, like Law of Attractions, that was really me making sure that I cater to my core fan base. That's
Okay.
like that song. I was really like making sure I touch my fan base that actually love pop, uh, BOF part 1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
I'm saying, that song was really about bars, but it spoke on a lot of different facts and stuff like that. It was meaningful at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
but it was I mean, you know, I mean, like within the margin of the bars. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I was really trying to cater to that, and let me, just let people know, like, let me, like where my mind is at. You find trying to say, like, I'm definitely am into law of attractions
Mm-hmm.
and the angel numbers and 444 and 555 and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm into that. So
Okay.
yeah, what I mean? So that's what that song was about right there. Yep.
Awesome. And so, Carlin Paschal, thank you so much, everyone who's tuning in with us. Carlin says, great interview.
All right, I appreciate it.
Joining
Appreciate
us.
it.
Thank you so much for joining us. And, speaking of big deals, right? That was the name of one of your tracks.
Yes, big deal.
Are very well known in the hip hop scene. So, what would you like your legacy to be? Whether you walk away or you continue to do it forever until, what would you like your legacy to be?
Um, and I want my legacy to be that no matter what has happened in the industry, uh, Drag On has figured out a way to remain has figured out a way to remain relevant,
Mm,
and Drag On always kept his integrity
yes.
about hip hop.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And
Mm,
I mean, no matter what type of market I've tapped into or what type of flow I switched up, at the end of the day, it was always still drag. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah. And so, what does hip hop mean to you, right? We have movies like, Brown Sugar, where they talk about hip hop being your first love, right? What does hip hop mean to you when you hear that? What do you think about?
Hip hop to me is like another nationality. It's
Mm,
almost like a color that will accept any other color. You find what I'm trying to say? It's like, I mean, like when somebody say somebody's hip hop, I looked at, I mean, that's like somebody saying, "I this dude is from Jamaica, so he's Jamaican, and this
yeah.
dude is from China, uh, so he's Chinese, and
Right.
this dude is hip hop,
Yeah.
so he's hip hop." You feel what I'm trying to say? And
Mm-hmm.
hip hop is like a culture to me that will accept any nationality. You feel what
Right.
I'm saying? You can be Jamaican, you can be Chinese, you can be black, you can
Mm-hmm.
be Puerto Rican, whatever you is, and still be hip hop. You know what I mean? So that's how I look at it. It's
Yeah.
almost just like a whole nother, you know what I mean? Like a culture within itself. It's like a
Right.
nationality itself.
For sure.
Yep.
And so, speaking about, when you were younger and you first heard hip hop, talk to me about that. When you were little and you were writing, some of these, penning some lyrics, what was going through your mind?
Like when I be writing some of what lyrics to what song?
When you were 8 and you were just starting out.
Oh, when I was 8, I think I was really just trying to make sense, trying to make sure I make sense when I'm rapping. You find what I'm trying to say? And word. I mean, but when I was like 8 or 9, I was rapping like the kids that was rapping that was 13 and
Mm,
14. You know what I'm saying? Like I always was a hit. Like I always was able to rap with them. You
yes.
know what I'm saying? And then when I got 13 and 14, I was able to rap with adults. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So, what I mean, so that's what that, I mean, my thing was just making sure I make sense and people really enjoy what I'm saying. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I'm very careful on which words I select to use. I mean, I was more into that. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm really more into what I'm saying and how I'm saying it. But
Hmm.
at that particular time, I was like a scientist at that joint. Like when I
Yes.
was like 8 or 9, I was really trying to pick the right words. So it
Yes.
actually took me long. So it actually took me longer to write when I was little, like when I was 8 or 9 and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. Yeah, it might take me a whole week to write one verse. I mean, because I was just that technical with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, if you could go back in time and tell yourself anything, what would you say?
I would tell myself to stop thinking so much and have fun. And everything is going to come to you. You already have a natural talent. So just stop thinking so much and just move forward and hurry up the damn song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Knowledge Born Allah has tuned in with us. Thank you so much for joining us. He says, drag on forever. The fire is on.
Yes, I appreciate you, big bro. Yeah, the album out right now, streaming on all platforms, man. Everywhere. Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify. You know what I mean? We got on Google Play, on
Everywhere.
Amazon, everywhere. Yep, yep,
Yeah.
yep. We just dropped it March 5th, and we got our third video out right now. So we working, we pushing them.
Yes. And so, how do you feel now that you're trying to a new stage, career? How do you feel about collaborating with newer and up and coming artists?
Yeah, I would love to collaborate with new artists. You know what I'm saying? Some of them though,
Right.
very fun, John said, because some of them is a little bit too far fetched for
Mm-hmm.
me to work. You know what I mean? But it's still a lot of artists that I do like, as far as new artists.
Yes. Awesome. And so, what's next for you? Your album dropped March 5th. What's
Yep.
next? Concerts coming. We have new videos coming. What's next for you?
What's next for me is that I got a virtual concert. I got a concert coming out virtually May 6th. The tickets will be available real soon. I will be giving out full details on that through my via Instagram.
Okay.
I'm gonna be giving out all information. Through my posts. And every once in a while, I do go live. I just don't save and keep my live up there. After my live is over, I erase it. You know what I'm trying to say? So, those that are follow me, when you see me go live, don't try to wait and then check it out later. If you don't join on my live, it's a wrap. As soon as the live is over, I'm erasing it. But I will be giving details out through my live and all that. The shows are definite as of right now. May 6th virtual concert.
Hey.
I think it's like a whole hour and a half performance. I get the, you know what I'm trying to say. So I'm definitely going to be performing. Just a lot of tracks that they already know, tracks I did when I was a little kid, and all the tracks off of BOF. Four. And I'm going to be performing tracks off of BOF Part 1, 2, and 3. So it's
Okay.
going to be a whole full concert.
Awesome. And so, before we wrap up the interview, what are some of your favorite tracks? I know it's like asking you which baby is your favorite, right? What are your favorite tracks with BOF4?
Some of my favorite tracks on BOF4, Law of Attractions and What a G Like. And I'm a Giant.
Okay, I like that. Yeah.
Yep.
That was one of my favorites too.
Yeah.
Talking about, this is what it is.
Yeah.
This is so Naj Born Allah has a question for you. He said, ask, how did you feel releasing your first project versus now?
Like right now, like when I was young, I was just a kid that just smoked a bunch of weed. Like I don't remember none of that stuff, but I do know how I felt when March 5th came and I dropped BOF4. I felt great. I felt in control. I felt very creative. You know what I'm trying to say? I felt fully content. I felt full off of this album. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
And I feel as though I could really touch the people how I really, always wanted to touch the people.
Amen. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, though, we are at the end of this fabulous episode, this bomb episode.
All right, I appreciate you too, man. For real, for having me up here.
For sure. So, what words of motivation would you like to leave our audience on your episode of the Black Motivation Broadcast?
And I would like for y'all to understand that teamwork is what makes the dream work. I mean, focus on your team. Get rid of your entourage and get a team.
Yes.
I mean, your team should be breaking the same amount of sweat as you. If
Yes.
you stress, they probably should be a little bit more stressed just because you stress.
Yes.
I'm saying, your entourage is not going to do those things. They just happy to be along. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? That they happy to be next to you. They happy to be able to see half of the shit you saying or all of the shit you saying. But your team is really trying to make sure you continue to see what you're saying, and hopefully help you be able to see something even bigger, because it's bigger. What's bigger for you is what's bigger for them.
Yes.
And so that's the difference between a team and an entourage. It's a big difference.
Huge difference.
Yeah.
And so, drag on. We're talking about this live concert coming up. We're talking about your lives on Instagram. How can we follow, support you? And again, how can we cop that out?
Yeah, follow. You could go get the BOF4 album. You can go get the BOF4 album on iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Google Play, Amazon.
Yes.
I mean, TikTok. Y'all can TikTok it. As a matter of fact, and I've been seeing a challenge. It's a challenge going around.
Hey.
I'm a giant. It's crazy. Word. I think I seen about like 4-5 videos and all that stuff too. Crazy for the I'm a Giant challenge. So I really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? But the album is definitely out. I definitely feel good about it. Now, I mean, we got 3 videos out from it. The first single was me and Freeway, and then the second video was me and Go Mode. The third one is the one I just dropped the other day, which is Law of Attractions. You know what I'm saying? Happened to be which happens to be one of my favorites.
Yes, mine too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, we shot videos to almost every song on there.
Okay.
For those that don't get the album or didn't hear the album, you will be able to see it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, and follow me on Instagram too. My Instagram is drag_on1. That's where I'm at. Drag_on1. Yes, I got a Twitter and a Facebook. Follow me on the gram, and then you'll find out about my Twitter and Facebook.
There we go. Y'all heard it from Drag_on1.
Yeah.
Y'all need to cop this album everywhere it's available. Participate in that TikTok challenge, y'all. We want to see more videos.
Yeah, no doubt.
And thank you so much, everyone, for joining. It's been an awesome interview, y'all. We are out. Thank